So starting the test drive in this Tacoma TrailHunter, one of my favorite things about the TrailHunters in general, whether you're talking about the 4Runner or the Tacoma, is the snorkel. Just hearing that sizzle come out, it's pretty fun. But these are pretty solid powertrains, I think. Now, I've said this before, I think the strongest engine is Ford's 2.3. I shouldn't say the strongest, but I think the one that's the most durable, user-friendly is that one, because you have that eco, that normal, that sport, and then you have with a 4-wheel drive those different setups as well. But I think this is also good, specifically the iForce Max. So having this 2.4 turbo hybrid, I think it does give the Ranger 2.3 a run for its money in terms of the smaller displacement turbo 4 cylinders in these pickup trucks. But this is a pretty fun truck. Now, this definitely is, this is Raptor territory here. So that's kind of something I'm not sure I'm okay with, because the Ranger Raptor might be cheaper than this. I have to double check, but this is a 67 grand sticker truck. Now, you get a lot of features here in terms of being able to take on trails, having that full 4-wheel drive, the overall usability of the truck in general, the amenities, but it's on the high end, I think. And not saying it's not worth the money, again, it's just expensive. But really fun, it's a looker. It, you know, there were a lot of people that did this stuff to those 4Runners and Tacomas back in the day before they came out with these trim levels. And I think that's a good thing, because it's probably gonna take a minute, or people might not want to upgrade these like they used to those 4-liter V6s that were basically bulletproof, but we'll have to see. But I love the bigger screen here, the dual zone HVAC controls, the heated cooled seats. You get a lot of features here. And then already having the aux switches set up, already having the LED lights and all of that, you might save yourself some money based on how much parts are for trucks, aftermarket parts, the labor and all of that. But overall visibility in these trucks is pretty good. The dash just kind of comes up just a tad, but it's not impeding on the visibility because the hood is up quite a bit. It doesn't slope down until you get almost to the front of the truck. It doesn't necessarily hinder my visibility, but it's just something I noticed. Now, I will say, because of the torque you get from these electric motors, it does feel a bit quicker. Again, I love the sound from the snorkel, even the exhaust as well. It just sounds tough, it really does. Now I'm gonna change the drive modes because I think I was in normal. Yeah, that pickup's pretty good, I'll give it that. Now in Eco, if you put your foot down enough, it'll still give you a nice pull, but in that sport mode, it revs hot, it wants to get going. You can feel that turbo lag just a little bit, but because of the electric motors, it just feels cool, I think, in my opinion. I'm gonna put it in a sport mode now, give it a good pull. Here we go. I love that little that I got when I let off. I can hear through the snorkel, so that's always fun. That's just that's a good sound. It really is. But I want to give a huge thanks once again to John Roberts Toyota here in Manchester, Tennessee, for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But a nice truck, and honestly the ride here is very solid. I don't know if it's because the wind is kind of down today, but usually I have less of a smooth ride in these Tacomas, so I'm impressed that this TrailHunter of all Tacomas is riding the best. But in terms of what you get for the money, this isn't a practical buy. I mean, it has its practical amenities, if you will, having a rear camera mirror, bed camera, adaptive cruise, lane centering. But I mean, this is if you have money to spend and you want something that just is a hardcore pickup truck. That's what you get here. And I mean, you're basically paying Tundra Limited money here for a Tacoma, but this is it's a bad boy, man. It is. And it still will get you some head turns, even though it's a stock vehicle. The selections that were made in putting this trim together by Toyota were very smart. They were very geared towards the typical person that buys let's say a 4Runner or a Tacoma and then drops 20-25 grand in it to make it a borderline Baja truck. I don't even want to say borderline. It basically is a Baja truck. It's just crazy because you have a turbo 4 and it's stock, so it doesn't feel right, but this is extremely capable. Now you can go down to an AT4 for about 12 grand. I don't know if it'll handle. This is more like AT4X territory when you're talking about the Canyons, or the ZR2 when you're talking about the Colorados. This is a bit more money, I think, but I love it. I love having this hybrid powertrain, so it kind of increases that usability as well. But it's it'll put a smile on your face, man. This truck is bad. And with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Toyota Tacoma TrailHunter.